Rise and shine, the day's begun. Feel the glow of the morning sun. At Bodhi Sudhya, our hearts align. Sacred service in bed is divine. Oh, Sunday morning, let's break the gray. Shake the dust and light the way. Clear the energy, make it bright. Start the week off, oh so right. Bed's a temple, soft and true. Prayers rise in the things we do. Magic's brewing, it's no disguise. Love ignites under open skies. Oh, Sunday morning, let's break the gray. Shake the dust and light the way. Clear the energy, make it bright. Start the week off, oh so right.
Hello to my VIPs. If you celebrate, happy Father's Day. I apologize, I'm very late on this. Everything that could go wrong went wrong, as usual. So, alright, so if you are sensitive to sound, turn your volume down just for a couple of seconds. We're going to clear out this energy. Okay, guys, let's take a deep breath in through the nose. Hold it. And out through the mouth. And hold it. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Hold it. Let all the toxic energy build. And blow all that toxic-ish out your mouth. And hold it. One more time. Deep in through the nose. Hold it. And out your mouth. Okay. Alright, let's start at your feet this time. So let's imagine roots coming up from the earth into your feet, grounding you. You're solid. Then up from the earth comes a golden wave of light. And it wraps around your toes and your feet, relaxing your feet and your toes, up around your ankles, relaxing everything, up your lower legs and your knees, up your inner and outer thighs, just relaxing everything, taking all the toxic energy. It's moving its way up to your hips and your butt, and up your stomach and your lower back, just relaxing everything, shining bright, up your chest and your upper back, totally opening up your heart, relaxing all the tension in your back, then up around your shoulders, and your upper arms and your elbows and lower arms. Wrapping around your hands and your fingers, taking all that toxic energy, all the stress, all the junk from the day, and it's working its way around your neck and your throat, and up your chin, relaxing your jaw, relaxing your cheeks and your mouth, your nose, your eyes. Relaxing your forehead. It's going up around the back of your head, totally relaxing the back of your head, up the sides of your head and your ears, all the way to the tippy top of your head, and everything just relaxes. We're sitting heavy. We are relaxed. Let it just swirl around you for a while, collect all that toxic junk. And when your intuition tells you it's ready, Let it all fall down into earth. The earth will take all that stuff and transmute it for you. Thank you, Mother Earth. It is a miracle. All right, take one more deep breath in through the nose. Hold it. Cleansing breath, push it out. Ooh, thank you, thank you. And just relax for a minute. Okay, and when you're ready, open your eyes and we'll get to it. Okay, so let's talk about the collective energy update. Right now, we're entering a really powerful midpoint portal. It's an energy coming in that gives you like a moment to reflect on everything this year has shown so far, right? We're kind of in the halfway mark. Can you believe we're halfway through this year already? That's crazy. But this energy is going to have us sort of pause, assess everything, and again, like all year, clear what isn't aligned with our frequency going forward. So emotions may be heightened via us and other people. And like I keep saying, other people who don't understand what they're feeling with this kind of energy, their emotions may be heightened. And again, you may be feeling tired, so rest if you need to rest. There may be like nostalgia, deja vu, or like a sudden urge to cut cords and shift direction, that kind of thing. This is definitely not a setback, though it may feel like it in the moment, like somebody may do something that makes you suddenly cut cords with them. So in the moment it may feel like that, but it's all about getting us aligned with our next chapter. I feel like I need to say, like, what served you before may no longer serve you, because we've all been kind of adjusting frequencies through all of these energy waves. Trust the new frequency coming in for you. If you even question for a second, like, I feel like this worked for me before, but it doesn't now, trust that. Whatever it is, a friend, a job, a living situation, whatever that looks like to you. So I'm doing mid-year cord cutting. I'll actually put something, hopefully I remember, I forgot last week, put something in the comments that you can do at home. But if you want to do a mid-year cord cutting with me, I will do that just as a regular cord cutting. We don't have to do anything special. Or if you'd like to do like a 3-day spell jar, then let me know. Yeah, I want to send you something you can do at home, though. It's like super easy, sort of more visualization than anything else. I'm going to put that in there. Listening to certain frequencies while doing it will help. I'll put that in there too. The biggest message I keep getting is to stop apologizing for growing. A lot of times when we've healed something, or we're growing, or we're vibing higher, we have to leave people and things behind because they're not growing. And the message is like to stop apologizing for it, or stop trying to shrink so you can stay in whatever bubble it is that you're outgrowing. It happens a lot when you're growing and when you're vibing higher. We feel guilt about how much we've changed, when other people aren't really having that growth, having that shift. Again, it's happening for a reason. You're aligning with another level, and not everyone and not everything can go with you. You don't owe access to anyone. And, just because there's a history there or whatever, like, it's not your fault other people aren't growing the way they're supposed to. They're not looking at the things inside themselves and healing those things. That's not your fault. You don't owe anyone access to you. You don't owe anyone the ability to disrupt your peace. Every energetic upgrade requires release. You cannot go to the next level if you've got baggage holding you down. So just sort of release what no longer suits you, send blessings their way, and like, I still care about you, I hope the best for you, but I need to level up. So they want you to have gratitude for the growth you're having. They want you to have gratitude for what you're releasing and not resent it. The other thing, I'm going to put another sort of challenge journaling thing in there too, because they're giving me like ways to help us through this process. And there was like a 7-day realignment thing that I channeled earlier. Excuse me, see, can't talk. Certain things like okay, I'll just read it to you. So like day 1 is like clean out a drawer or a space that you know is kind of holding heavier energy. And then like day 2 was write a letter to someone you're energetically cutting off, and then you can burn or shred it, whatever works for you. Day 3 was declutter your phone and social media. Day 4 is meditate for 10 minutes on your future self and just kind of trust what comes through. What does that look like? Day 5 is say no to something that drains you. Day 6 was say yes to something that excites you. And day 7, celebrate your growth, even if you do it quietly. And again, I will put this in the either in the description or comment section, something. I'll try really hard not to forget this time. So again, just remember, you're not behind. You are not to feel guilty about the changes you're making, about the vibration you're in now. Let this sort of be the time where you integrate into that new frequency. It's the frequency you were always meant to live in. That's really it. There's not a whole lot to talk about energy-wise, except that, again, this energy this week is helping us with the releasing and the going that next level. But I will channel some stuff here. Hopefully you can get this all in one video. That'd be amazing. Alright, give me 1 second here to see what we got. Okay, so the very first thing I'm getting is be aware of gaslighting. Somebody trying to gaslight you about what you're experiencing, what you saw, what you heard, what happened. But they're saying it like you're more aware of gaslighting now, so you will see through that. And again, there may be nostalgia this week, like somebody from the past popping up in your thoughts, or like, yeah, because somebody's thinking about you. So it's like you're not actively trying to think about this person. They're just kind of repeatedly popping up in your head. The message is it's because they are thinking of you. But this feels like somebody you have released or maybe even blocked. I don't know. There's a big message about somebody. Okay, let's just say, for example, you're listening and you are a feminine energy, okay? There's a masculine energy, vice versa if you're masculine energy, or however it works for you, who's like talking about you too much to whoever they're like seeing right now. I don't know, they're like trying to make that person jealous by talking about you. Like they're either always talking you up to make that person jealous, or they're like telling that person that like you want them to make them jealous. It's either like an ex or like somebody you sort of rejected. And I don't feel like you rejected anybody harshly, just like you weren't interested. And their ego couldn't handle it. Yeah, someone's trying to make another person jealous by talking about you. Good or bad, I don't know. Why do people play games? Yeah, I don't know. There's somebody that someone has, it feels like they just recently started seeing, talking to, whatever you want to call it. And this person needs constant external validation. So they're trying to play this game with the person that they're seeing by trying to make them jealous via you, via either saying how great you are or saying how crazy you are and you're obsessed with them, blah, blah, blah. And like, it feels like you have nothing to do with this. Nothing. You're not speaking to this person. You're not interested in this person. Yeah, it feels heavily like someone saying you still want them. And so the person they're seeing is obviously getting jealous and being hateful towards you. Yeah, there's something to that of either you didn't want this person and it really hit their ego. They've got a really way out of control ego. Because you chose yourself in a situation. And this is somebody who's used to being able to play games with people. They're used to being able to manipulate and, again, gaslight people. And you just kind of, like, you've grown. You see through that crap. And so you walked away. And rather than just be like, okay, this person doesn't want me, it's like now I'm plotting and planning. But it feels like the way I'm doing this is, again, I'm talking to someone I'm dating or something about you. In order to get this person to be jealous or to hate you or whatever. Because there's something about after you disconnected from this person or a friend group or something, like they were what was holding you back. And once you disconnect, like things are going better for you. Like you're on this, well, if you're listening, obviously you're probably on a healing journey, on a spiritual journey, on a empath journey, something like that. And it's like the more you heal and the more you clear your blockages and be in a higher vibrational energy, it's like the less people can control you. And they don't like this because this is their MO. They control everybody. But there's something to them feeling like it's an act. Like you left somebody behind. Let's say, for example, you grew up in a narcissistic family and you started to heal and you started to see that for what it was. You're like, okay, I love you guys, but I have to disconnect for my own well-being, blah, blah, blah. Then you disconnect and you go on your merry way. And all of a sudden you're in this sort of awakening, right? You're starting to understand energy and spirit and the universe and manifesting and all those kind of things. And this person thinks it's fake. They think you're like putting on a show. They think like once you disconnected from them, you're actually not doing well. So you're just pretending to be doing well? I don't know. Big ego. Big ego, whoever this is. They literally cannot admit to themselves that, like, they are what was holding you down, holding you back. And they cannot admit to themselves that it was like, as soon as I disconnected from you, my life is better. They cannot face that. Completely egotistical. They think they think this whole thing is a show. Like, because all they do is manipulate, right? And all they do is, like, be very calculated. They think that's what you're doing. Like, they think you're doing this as a way to, I don't know, reel them in. Like, I'm going to pretend I don't want you and pretend I'm doing great so that you'll want me. Because that's how their brain operates. All they do is manipulate. So they think that's what you're doing. And really, I think you're just growing. You're growing. Like, everything you're talking about, everything you're doing is real. But they can't understand that because they don't understand energy and spirit and universe and blah, blah, blah. They don't understand. And they don't understand being genuine because they're always putting on a facade and trying to manipulate everybody and gaslight everybody. So their brain cannot comprehend what you're actually experiencing. I don't know, somebody, I don't know, again, if this is like an ex or a family member or a friend, whatever it is, someone feels like you still want them in your life when I feel like you actually don't. And not that you don't care, because if you're an empath, you probably care about everybody, but it just got to a point where it's like, I care about you, but I can't still stay in this toxic, low vibrational stuff. Again, someone's trying to trigger. This feels like it's vast, like a lot of people have this going on. Someone's trying to trigger you. They want you to look crazy. This comes up so much. People are so calculated. They want you to look crazy. It's just because your energy, again, is vibing higher than it ever has, and it's attracting attention, right? It's attracting, we say this all the time, the higher you vibe, the lighter your energy, the more you attract good and bad attention. You attract jealousy. I'm so tired of the same. When are these people going to grow up? But people are intimidated by your energy, intimidated by your self-esteem, because maybe you didn't have much before. You weren't very sure of yourself. I know that's, for me, same. I didn't think I was good at anything and blah, blah, blah. And people liked me better that way. And it's almost like now that I'm not that way, they don't believe it. So I know this feeling very well. And they'll, like, rather than see you and see your life for what it is, they sort of make up a life for you that doesn't actually even exist. And I had to move outside, of course. So I don't know. So it's like somebody's intimidated by you, or like they see you as like being out of their league almost. But their ego won't let them admit that, so they have to act like you're beneath them. This person just like can't. This is somebody who just can't let things go. They just can't, especially if something happened that sort of damaged their ego, like whether that was your intent or not. And then to see you doing better than them or whatever this is, like, just like another narcissistic injury. But things are changing for you. You're just doing what you're supposed to do. I don't know. For some people, I feel like this is just one specific person, and for some people, I feel like it's a group or like a family or something. There's something about like being able to see through someone. Like they put on a facade about, I don't know, like they're mature, they got it all together, they're above everybody, blah, blah, blah. And you saw through it, okay? But at one point in time, you were the kind of person who, like, you didn't go out and talk smack about this person, just kind of moved on. But this person has the kind of personality that, like, okay, you do see through me, you do know the truth about me, so now I have to go tarnish your name in case you do speak up. I want to make sure that no one's going to listen to what you have to say. Okay. And now they're at a point, because you've had all this growth and people are seeing it and feeling it, now they're really scared that you'll speak up. And it's like, if you do, I don't know how to say this, the way you're living your life now, people would just know you're telling the truth. And this person's in a panic because something has happened where people can see the growth in you, and people can see that you don't just make up stories about people. So if you're telling someone something happened to you, it's true. They know this. They can see where maybe before they couldn't. Maybe, I don't know, you didn't speak up about anybody, so like everything everyone said about you just kind of, people believed it because you weren't saying anything. But something has shifted. Something has shifted where people can now see if you speak up about something, it's the truth. You wouldn't just say things just to say it. Something like that. I don't know. But this person really tried to make you look bad. Tried to make themselves look like the victim. And not that you're a victim, but I don't know. Things were done to you, not them. And they almost became kind of obsessed with targeting you. Okay, I had to move outside. I was gonna wrap that up, but other stuff's coming through, so this is probably gonna be late. Okay. Okay, so first, there's something about, how can I say this? Like there's a subject matter or a topic, that you're realizing you don't know enough about, and it feels like it's important. Like something has come up and like you don't know enough about it. Let's say something happens to your car and you don't have the money to fix it, but everybody says it's something you can do yourself, but you don't know enough about it, and so you're like researching and stuff like that. Not that exactly, but that's just an example. Your guides are saying to pay attention to what you're led to, and you will find out, or you will find a way to get it. Like, if it was the car example, you'll find a way to get it fixed. You're being led to the answer. This goes back to like everybody's intuition is now picking up and starting to hear from your guides more and blah, blah, blah. Pay attention, because there's a subject matter that has come up. You don't know enough about it, but you can fix it yourself. Just pay attention to where your guides are leading you. So if you're driving down the street and suddenly just feel this urge to pull in somewhere, like go there. Or if you're on your phone scrolling and all of a sudden it pops in your head, I should look such and such up, like listen to that, because you're being guided to the answer. I know, cryptic. I don't know how else to say it. Actually, I feel like it's relationship based, but not necessarily romantic relationship. Oh man, because I feel like it has more to do with trying to figure out how to handle someone or a situation with someone. And I'm sorry to say this, but it's just how it's coming through. It's coming through as sort of situations that arise living under a patriarchy. Sorry, that's just how it's coming through. That's what it feels like. How living under a patriarchy like really affects your life. I'll just say it. I feel like this is something having to do with like a man's behavior. Someone who's sort of angry and controlling and very much in the mindset of patriarchy. I'm sorry. That's what's coming through. Because it feels like it's someone that you thought was nice. You thought was a kind person. And he did something that sort of came out of left field and you didn't expect, sort of out of the blue. It feels thoughtless and it feels mean and selfish. And it feels like he doesn't even like regret it, doesn't apologize, doesn't account for his behavior. And I think it really threw you for a loop because I think you thought this was a decent person. Again, this could be in the dating world, in your career, I don't know. Because he did something and now you're like questioning, like what does this say about this person? Was I wrong about this person? There's something about this person's sense of entitlement, and I'm always saying like narcissism is out of control these days and blah blah blah, but I'm being shown there's a big difference between like narcissists usually have some kind of emotional trauma that makes them go off into that path of narcissism. This isn't that. This is a sense of entitlement. This isn't somebody that's like behaving out of a trauma response. This is literally somebody who just has a sense of entitlement just simply for being a man. I'm sorry, this is a male energy, masculine energy, okay? It's a sense of entitlement. Again, it's like because of society's patriarchy, and I'm so sorry I'm not trying to down anybody. This is just what's coming through. But they're highlighting the difference between like a narcissist has emotional wounds, traumas, and that's not what this is. This person literally just has a sense of entitlement, thinking because I'm a man, I'm the boss. Okay, there's something specific about this person having this sense of entitlement. I'm sorry, it's really loud outside. Having this sense of entitlement where they feel like either they feel like I should get this, and this just because I'm a man, or I should get this, and this just because I grew up wealthy or something. And you're the opposite. You work really hard and you're grateful for like every little thing that comes your way. There's something significant about that, the vast difference in how you guys feel about that. Like, again, he just feels like he should just get things and not have to put in any effort, and you put in all the effort and you're grateful for the, I could buy dinner today. That's awesome. Like, there's something specific about that difference. Which kind of makes, I'm not sure that this is like a relationship thing. It could be. It's different for everybody, but it feels more like somebody you would work with, or somebody who considers themselves in a place of authority. Okay, yeah, it just was too loud out there. There's also something, and I don't know if it's related, but there's also something about discovering someone is sort of a hoarder. I don't know what that's about. As always, they present themselves very differently, and somehow I don't know if you like go to their house or something, but you see the conditions and it's pretty bad. I don't know that that's related, but coming back to this masculine energy. So if you let's say you were beginning to date this person and then found out like they were talking to somebody else, it would be that. It's like he feels like he's entitled to just, play games with a bunch of people and whatever. He has this entitlement, like, I'll have you as my girlfriend and then sleep with whoever I want to because I'm a man and I can do that. It's that whole mentality of like, men have needs, or whatever the frig that is. But entitlement. I can't get past the entitlement. I'm entitled. So whoever this is and whatever they did, they did it because they feel entitled. They have no empathy. They just think that because I'm a man or because I'm wealthy or something, I can do whatever I want. I'm gonna do this and you have to be okay with it. Entitlement. They don't consider you a person, is what's coming through, and not just you. They don't consider other people having feelings or consider that like their actions affect other people. And even if you tell them, they don't care. They're entitled to do what they do. Super toxic. And hoarding. This is hard for me because I don't have that mentality. So it's like, I do know people like that, so I can say like what I've observed, but I can't get into that feeling because I'm the opposite. I feel like every little thing I do affects somebody, so this is hard for me to sort of dissect and express because I don't understand this thinking. But there's some kind of karma coming in for this person. So he's out here, he's doing whatever he wants to do because he feels like he's entitled, he's not thinking about anybody's feelings, and then it's like he wakes up one day and he has now distanced himself from the people he wants to be around. So like, again, say this was somebody you were dating and they cheated and you are the only like decent person in their life. Well, now you have cut them off because you're like, I'm not going to be with a cheater. And now he has no access to you, and like maybe his family members got mad because like, oh, you cheated on the best thing that ever happened to you, and now he's not around his family. There's some kind of karma with that where he's now found himself where he has, I'm sorry to say, screwed over everyone that's important, and now they don't want anything to do with him. And he's having to look at himself and how selfish and entitled he's been. But again, I don't feel like it's hitting him the way it's supposed to. Like, it should hit his heart. It should, you know what I mean? He should be recognizing, oh, I did this to these people and that's why they don't want anything to do with me. But he's not. He's sad that he has no access to the people that were important to him, but he's sort of more still trying to think how to manipulate the situation. It's mental. The karma is hitting him, but he's thinking instead of feeling, if that makes sense. Because he still thinks he's a good person. He thinks the people who have cut him off are wrong. He's not getting it yet. He's not getting that he has to correct the behavior. He has to empathize with other people and understand that his actions affect other people. He doesn't have remorse yet. He still thinks he's the victim. Entitlement. Yeah, he thinks the people he has done things to don't have the right to be angry. It's very, again, like, what do you expect? I'm a man. This is what men do. You can't understand that. You're not a man. It's like that kind of thinking. And so his karma, his lesson, is that he's going to sort of be an island now. Like, I don't have connections with anyone because I wanted to have connections with everyone. And it's meant to, teach him that, wake him up from that. Like, your actions have consequences. Your actions affect other people, but he's still very in the victim mentality. He doesn't see it yet. He's going to, but it's going to be a process. It's very like he thinks the rules don't apply to him. And so it's contradicting because his energy's like entitled, right? I don't think the rules apply to me, and yet I'm sneaking around to do the stuff. Well, if you thought that stuff was right, you'd do it in the open. But he didn't. Whatever it was, he was sneaking. The rules apply to everybody else. He's firm on that. Everybody else should be following the rules. But I'm going to sneak around them. This person caused real hurt to people. It was very calculated, very manipulative. And whoever you are, I'm very sorry. But also, whatever happened between you and you disconnecting is the spark for his sort of awakening, awareness. He's not quite there yet because he still feels like he's the victim, but it's sending him on that path. Okay, now I don't like being alone, and now I'm alone. How did I get here? Like, now he has to face himself. How did I get here? What did I do? Blah, 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 blah. But he's still in his head about it. He's not in his feelings about it yet. Well, here's an interesting twist. I just got that, okay, so this person went through their life with this sense of entitlement. They'd, quote unquote, be in a relationship with someone, but always stepping out, always cheating. They came across you, and you're not like everybody else. And I just had this conversation with somebody, so I'm pretty sure you know this applies to you. You weren't like everybody else. So when you got fed up, or when you decided, oh, I'm not doing this, I'm too good for this, this is beneath me, this really struck them. Because they were already noticing that you weren't some dimwit, you weren't some ditz, you weren't some, yeah, I'll sit here and let you walk all over me kind of person. You're a woman of quality. You've got integrity, you've got morals and values, and you deserve respect. And just as they're realizing you're different, you cut them off. And so this is really the spark to their awakening, their awareness. And what I'm getting is that as they go through this process, their sort of dark night of the soul, they come out much differently. Something makes them realize the things they're doing, they were kind of empty pleasures, empty. There's an emptiness to it. Didn't lasted a minute, on to the next. And something's going to make them realize how much better they feel when they're of service, when they help people instead of hurt people. Something in this process makes them realize how much better they feel giving, or like in balanced situations, rather than just take. That is empty. There's an emptiness to that. They come out a better person. But they have to go through some kind of grieving process. Well, they have to grieve, obviously, the people they lost, but there's also this sort of, I don't know if any of you have ever been through this, but you also sort of grieve the person you were. You can't be that person anymore. There's like a period of grieving that. There is spirit guiding this right now. They do have their guides with them. They're going to guide them through this, make them aware of everything, and start to change. But as always happens in these situations, first comes the panic. Wait a minute, my life is changing. I don't want this. And so they sort of cling for a little while longer. So maybe they'll go out and hurt some more people, unfortunately. Not much longer. I just heard not much longer. And something very specific about the patriarchy, about this person growing up under the patriarchy, so they think they're just entitled just for being alive. There's something about how this person did something. Again, you thought this was a nice person in the beginning, and then they did something kind of out of left field, and you're like, what? And there's something about something they did. They were able to get other people to back them. Like, it's your fault, or you don't understand, this is how men are. But like, they got their friends to back them, or I don't know, they got somebody to back them, because it feels like it's very like, ugh, you cheated or you lied, and you and these people are now turning it on me. But again, it's like, whoever he got to sort of back him up, obviously he didn't tell the full truth, right? He didn't say, just as an example, he didn't say, I told her we were committed, I told her I wasn't seeing anybody else. He played it like she knew where we stood. She knew what the deal was. He played it like that. Like he didn't tell, obviously, the full truth. And so other people sort of backed him. Just very selfish, entitled energy. But you woke this person up. They're going through their dark night of the soul. And they will come out the other side a better person. I don't know that you'll care by then, but I think the message is to let you know that like you are sparking growth in people. And I know it's painful because this is how I live. I have to go through all these traumas to sort of spark other people's growth, and that's great. But like I'm always saying, I'm old now. I'm ready for my retirement plan. I've had enough. But that's how it is, and they want you to know that you are serving your purpose for the greater good, blah, blah, blah. Sorry, but I'm sick of hearing that myself. Okay, the last thing, I'm so tired of talking about this. The haters for the lightworkers, empaths, starseeds, blah, blah, blah. It's, I don't know where you are, but where I am, it's summertime, so people are kind of coming out of their houses and whatever, and like summer usually has this energy of like, oh, we're happy now, we can be outside and do stuff, and we're more sociable and blah, blah, blah. But this energy so far this summer has been pretty heavy. And like I keep having to say, people who don't understand energy or the universe or spirit or God or whatever, they're still feeling this, but they don't know why they're feeling it. They don't understand the things that are happening. So there is more intense jealousy and envy and people trying to drag us into stuff. So I know I've said it a million times, so just take time every day to disconnect and cut people's cords. Don't let them drain your energy. Protect your energy, clear your energy, blah, blah, blah. I might be doing another return to sender because I'm getting it too. So I'm gonna pick a day here soon, see what energy we're coming into. But if anybody wants to do another one, reach out and I will do it when I do mine. All right, guys. Oh, I forgot to say, it's Sunday. Happy Father's Day. Send y'all positive energy. Bye.